Today na the 25th day of May 2022. On the 25th of April, we've been there 1 month ago. Well, we can't talk about one motoka where somebody from the diaspora be ship go salon. But the motoka case be kind of I explain na ya. Well, sometimes today na the first time. So I go just try for summarize wetin be happen then. And I go bring another follow-up with somebody we contact with in own. Then I go bring few land issues them. We don't come na table na ya. I see Spratly Charity Foundation, a good brother we say they try for do something na salon. Just comment on our Facebook say instead get land problem na salon. But God bless him, he go get land other side way 15 times bigger than the first one we been get. Salon. Land. And this is the land where we say we love. Let's just give you an overview of the case where we've been calling a table here. And I go tell you what we do and who side the case they now. One of we on the diaspora be contact me and make we know say he be send motoka go salon for sale. And the motoka you dey see so na you screen. He send and go for sale. Somebody contact a family member of this brother way na the person where they sell the motoka. Say somebody they way one time na Seabird where they Moritong. They meet up na Moritong Junction. Then go na Seabird. The alleged person from Seabird, Canada, see the motoka say yes, he want. The two people and from this brother inside will get the motoka, still stay inside the motoka. The person will make the call go inside. Whatever they do inside Seabird, whichever transaction and then sabi. Then they come out na do say for handover key because he don't give the other person the money. They got to go inside, case reach Congo Cross Police Station. Congo Cross Police Station begin for handle the case. I think the powers that be, the one the way connected to the power grid begin make phone call. Congo Cross hand over the case to CID. Before Congo Cross the hand over case, Congo Cross be don't make a copy of this motoka in document. Congo Cross hand over the case to CID. When the case reach CID, CID self ask for this motoka in document and they ask for the motoka where then be packed na CID compound. CID make a photocopy of this particular motoka in document. Then the people them begin for appear. The person will take the money, they not ever see him. But that particular day, they may grip one person among the crew. They may grip one person among the crew. So that person they be in a CID custody. Well, they may get for left the person under bail or whatever. The motoka be packed in a CID. To the 25th of April, we do the last program. The motoka not the na CID anymore. This na the 25th of May. Up till now, the motoka still not the na CID compound anymore. The particular spot where the motoka been packed is still not the day as we did do this program. Okay. After that program day, we contact Sierra Leone police. Then tell we say the media of Sierra Leone police say, and that particular case they don't know about them, but then go do a follow up. Since then, we begin for ask about waiting at the latest to this case. To date, we have no answer. No answer we no get about the motocar we are about and waiting Sierra Leone police go tell we about this case. The brother then go ahead, then hire a lawyer. Imagine you go do business. And see, I don't give you just a scenario. If you want to listen the in-depth, go back to that program day. Not so more expense. They hire a lawyer now for able to get the motocar back. The lawyer don't serve letter. Now they don't get a judge for the case. But 30 days, they not fix date yet. For make them begin for listen about this case. No date has been set. We all know how things can happen for we within at the diaspora. Say then go take them 10 na salon. That's normal. But when it come to we, then go drag them foot, then drag them foot, then drag them foot. Now we go tire. So since it's been a month, for make them no say we not tire yet, we they come back with this case. So that at least they no say we not tire yet. I'm not tired about this case. So CID, we still ask where the motocar. You were the one that say, well, why the Inspector General of Police, they on the screen allegedly from Congo Cross Police to CID. Then say the Inspector General of Police get interest in this case. And say get interest. So because of that, now I make the case the waka the way the waka. Because the person in question allegedly he get good connection at the country. Okay. So we they do, what we they do best, bring and come to the attention of listeners and the people them in authority. Okay. That first time we air the program, we get few people that we contact we about the NCFUN issue with motocar selling in Sierra Leone. Another brother writes, he said, I'm a long time listener to your program. He said, and this motocar scam, me safe, they almost gets me. They attempt for scam we. He say, make I explain my own part of this story. He said the police, the one that they wear uniform, the CID them, then they walk alongside the people them with the scam. He says so, this one, they money away. He say in my own case, na dirty box motoka, na my brother ship go salon. Then clear am, then write for sale param, done them pack am. One day, somebody just come say, anyone can look the truck. He said the first tactics where they try, now for say, they want for go test drive the truck. He say that one day, they don't hear boku bottom. Where they say they go test drive warawere, then go do somebody else with inside the motorcar something, then they run away with the motorcar and disappear. Say so, they not being agree for make then say safe, then they go test drive the truck. So wetin then do? Now then safe, not to the person we can buy sit down at the driver's seat. But now then safe, young person now sit down at the driver's seat and then go test, then come back, then come back am. So when they try the statics way not work, they see say they don't fail, then go. But later, then come back with one man way, now like big man, now older man, now then come with now this trip. And then claim say, then don't pay already deposit for this truck. Now then come for can take. Salon. The new tactics them, eh? Alright. Let's continue as this person they explain to me. He says so. The person where they be left for the look remote outside and pack him. Begin for call say, okay, wait. Make a call and no say una be don't go left money for this truck here soon. So then tell us say, paddy man, not give nobody kill, not give nobody truck. Because nobody not give him money for the truck yet. And people and they na test drive, them become test drive, will not take nothing. No money transaction, no be there with we and them. So the person them be call, himself come back and tongue say, this thing because he not been there around outside the motorcar park. Say this thing don't serious. They are gonna get you there. When he come, he meets the guy then still late. Say then forgive them the motorcar because they don't pay. They don't advance. Crowd begin can gather. So, then say so you know it in before that, una go na police station. Now then go na Waterloo police station. When they go there, the person who can make the claim, the big man who then count now, we can say he don't pay money. The Waterloo police station LUC, the officer who they in charge of Waterloo police station, sabi this person will make the claim say he don't pay money. So we mean say this person he connected one kind way to the power grid. In case you don't understand, okay, use that term then na. No mean say na in politics no more. One kind way you forget connected. So where then reach there, now I take the older man first, he can go na your office, then go talk. Without the other one, then they will this time waiting the person they explain. Then carry and go na your office, then go talk without the other one, then they. The next thing we then know, we then come on and do, they arrest the two people them from the side of the one that we get the truck. Then say, then na suspect, and this older man we carry them go. Now you know the victim. You don't understand, eh? Because the man claims say, the older man claims say, he don't give 100 million loans to somebody. They ask now, who done at this person who you give money? Who that you pay to? Who say you pay them? How you meet this person? What's in the person in contact? Who say we go find this person? You no answer them question then they. But the two people them we connected to the truck, then all them are suspects. Until you understand how we reach here, not so. It's all in question here. The police not accept. They no ask nothing. When he asked the police, say, police, papa police, there. How then question when they ask so, una know what he said, and the police say, bo? The guy say him pay person at Tendail. And na person where they bo, na him tell her for go pay the person at Tendail. He said, then they say, so, who than this person who they can't hold we own truck safe now? So, after interwapa the police, now they say, well, then go release the older brother where they don't already detain. So now they say, okay, instead the older brother now come. Now they say, well, let them call the younger brother where now be drive the motoka. You remember that Sandy? Where now be drive the motoka because now sit down at the driver seat where they not be give them one then they. Where sit down they come. Now they release the big one and they hold the small one then detain them. So they make the small one in sleep in custody for the overnight. The following day, the next day, now they send the case go Ross Road from Waterloo police station. Now Ross Road where they reach there, they release them on bond and they ask them for the go report themselves daily. The second day, where they go na Ross Road, then detain them. Then they send them go CID. When they reach CID, then detain them back for 3 days. Of officer, the story too long. And for make you go understand, we not go cut and short. It's rather unfortunate. Some of them think they can't lay at table until it be to you before you believe. Until it be to you before you want your story for be heard by others. But as long as it not be to we, we no want for you. But again, if you dey listen to all this, it go make you be careful how you want for do business na salon. Of officer na in story too long. He say because they do the same thing to Ram. Sorry, sir. But officer you say the wawa they give na in long. He say na in long because they do the same thing to Ram. So Ross God send the case go CID. CID self detain them for 3 days. After they don't persist and the Tawan and CID say, okay, he go release them, but make them come with the vehicle, the truck. Make them go to an CID. Okay. And say, for let them release them, they need for go with the truck and CID. Then say we don't take lawyer. You go for go do business. And the lawyer and then as alone not cheap. A business you go for go do. Do your business sharp you come out. But no. Then get for Fenway follow the losses. Okay. So the lawyer na himself carry the motocargo na CID. He say him be there against that. The person in story who they tell so. He say him be there against that. He say because in the insist say the motocar no get nothing pan this case. For make them carry and go na CID. The people then say them pay 100 million. Make them go fend the person where they pay them 100 million. So make the person go give them the money. Make the motocar not mix pan this case. But CID hold the motorcar for about 1 month. 1 month. And CID hold the motorcar for. But later, CID began for release the motorcar. He said this now after all waiting them go with persistent pressure, lawyer fees, and of course, now CID self and get for spend the money there. He said to them, this is the way where the police then he said then they conduct fake investigation. He said they accuse the police then for corrupt and incompetency for handle lenkai matter there. He say to waiting in go through that thing. You not take police say, then a law enforcers them. He saying get more. But he go send we as time they go. When it comes to the motorcar, I'll give you another brother in story. A lot of people don't contact me. Boku don't contact me now. After that program, they say, triple A. The same thing happened to we. The same thing. Or for people be say just no, he said the same thing. Then lock him brother up. Then they take the guy them at the station and pass the foreigner na CID for investigation. Then keep the car na CID for 4 months because he refuse for give them money. CID una name the play. I believe say some of them story here. Then case here how they talk so. Una sabi bottom. So una no go tell we say una no sabi. Una know about the case. Now I want go to land issue. Iska Kale say in yun he no go able to explain himself. So today, diaspora blow mind, scam, fraud, per business, per land, everything now they lay on table today. Diaspora blow mind. Diaspora blow mind. Now we did do. We get another brother we contact we about land. Land issue na Sierra Leone. We don't try to get in contact before we air this program with the lawyer. We're not able to get a it. But let me listen this particular one, yeah? Something similar to you. We'll go open the phone line just now. We all go come hear from one another. Then we try for find a solution. We try for find a solution so that we not they go through what we they go through. Par contre, na Majetong say he get 2 town land for sale. You dey hear? These are the call name. Yeah? Par contre, na Majetong get 2 town land for sale. We own Papa na ya. In boy picking the salon. So, Mr. Tucker contact him boy picking say, do ya? In Tipa Conte say he get land for sale. Let we try forget the arrangement with Paconte. Then at the end of the day, we go get a lawyer involved. Then we buy we land, we get we land, we get we papers, we move on. You think say na the right thing for do not so? You think so? Okay. They meet up price for the land. Yeah? Which was $4,000. They don't pay tea because we all know how we did now. Some of you no get them. We all had get man them. They don't pay tea $3,500 for the land. Okay. Just one day, Mr. Tucker in Bobo Column say, Daddy, some land grabbers, they don't carry the land. All the baking they will put, they don't pull them. Then they claim say, na then get the land. No to per conte get the land. And so then they claim. Say na then get the land. So we baking, they don't pull all thing na the land. So I talk herself say, no one problem. He tell him, Bobo say, go back to Baconte. Let give we money. So full. The 3,500 old don't give him. Let give him. And no one land again. If some people they don't come say na then are the rightful owner of the land, then let give me money. Not so? He asks Paconte, give me money. Paconte begin the ledali. This particular one will lay on a table so. Don't go on now for 2 years. 2 years. The lawyer in there, when I be the middleman, we na in the Bobo na tongue and par contre not transact money directly. Rather, na through a lawyer. And transact money. So what do you think by this case here right now? Because today, the case done the drag. Lando, they no get. Money, they no get. Before that, par contre, they ask for money. For make Ingo take lawyer. For carry them one, then the land grabbers then go court. They ask for money from the one way they can buy. Yeah? Now this, they happen. A lot of land issues then they. Another one, we old people them. We been get land, left and give them picking them. Some of them picking them then at the diaspora. We at first maybe people them occupy them where we old people them be left landing too. I thought Tucker say, who side the lawyer there in all this? Well, now make I try for get hold of the lawyer. Make I whose help in don't come with. for get this money back. Since then, they pass the money through. Because Patoka no want land again. He no want how they fet. He no want. Me man, in your own biological brother, he sell me man in land to two people them. And ask him for sell. Then can arrest him. Okay, and go. Guess who that send the bail money back? Now me man, of course, then go send him. Fumble. And say fumble tick. Not the broke, na Benny the Ben. Memzo. Aye. Crusherman himself get similar case. They go on right now. Na Ross Road. You know how they bring this? All the one they would have left diaspora, go saloon, go fan work. Where they inside this administration, where be they in the previous administration, they no ever help we. They no ever help we. Diaspora. But them they can't just know. Election go come, then go kaya for campaign money. Now go is money back who give them. They already, the people in a saloon, now they will kill for chastise. Say look how them they suffer. But all politicians then come, they do A, B, C, and D. When we self and the diaspora, they do the same thing. Get case na saloon from diaspora. Make let them thief you. Make let them scam you. I did say you go no say na yana saloon. They not ever help we. They not ever think say at one time. Now we all be the suffer this suffer. Oh can saloon. Let us find a way who say diasporans. We with the common at the diaspora, we want to do pek na saloon. We look after we safe. But oh yeah. No. What do we do? What see we for do? Because there is a new scheme where camp a land issue. Then go root you baking. Then the whole cutlass they wait for you. Then go wait for you back say, let anybody can how they chop them. Then in the quick one right now in a saloon. Now the quick one, you get case with person. If na land, they say you can ya. If not to chop, go chop. But the other people they wake up and chop them. I was involved in a land case. This go Salonzo. It's my land. I'm a lando. But issues become up. Na ending out that one day. And the chap person. Let person come. I say NT. Okay. The rest na history now. The rest na history. The picture with this is so. But land, you this is so. Na me get her. Okay. All right. It's sad. It's sad. People let me get issue. I put me baking. Then go broke the baking. The same person will go broke and then go fix her. You broke her, then go fix her back. Then call me back. Bra, we don't fix her. FBM say, they don't boundary wall with them bill. They begin and can down. All man now, how. I have no problem with young people say they want to be a man. But my people, if we involve per land business as alone, you go say if you be no, let them left them a man then to them big one that we been get them. Also where you go now, they don't overrun the big people and the big people are not crazy say they want to go for a man again. Young one them and then they go for a man. Because they're ready for do business. You get fine motoka, you get land. You get money, you get land. Me I get land. I true a man. You don't give me 3 differences. I tell and say, bra. This one at the last side, I need go again. I need go again. No. So not push me again. Not carry me go, not say again. Go pull me under. We don't do everything. Advance copy don't come on. You say, oh, no, yanda, that place there, something be up. I don't, any go I go salon, no, I don't pull you kaya. Hey, bra. For pay surveyor, each tower surveyor, they cannot to him money. Not to him money. Then the baking, the pillar the way they can fix. No, you pull me back, you send me go other side. I tell and say, bro, no push me again. No pull me again. Because I don't make me paper. This one, if you push me again, anything now, the cost go down on you. The other one. The uncle. I can build pambody. I come out to I can go and say, let me go watch him pambody there. I reach, I see pambody, when me no put pambody. I ask Kuda. Then say na the uncle. Bra. Uncle, why you can't put pambody na? He say na family property. I say, okay, until so you see. Let me go to the where I buy to. Go to the person. Come. You can find out, say. In I now make them can begin tell them who that in being and the family first. What if they try forget me for do? For buy back to her. He said they no cut fine. Who don't survey fine. Make he can show we how for doing. We go enter na in your side so that I go get for buy for my back. I say, bra. This one. I see this one as I want her. I see you don't survey and so. That's so me want her. And then they go, no say again. Long matter short. Pambody no did it again. We know to me put. he help safe. Because then they tell and say, hey, that brother there American and get tamu. And say, they making cutlass, say, let come. But continue to tifa. At the end of the day, we see waiting they go now, where they pass. How now they do? Oh? How they do fine. That's it. Because me, always dey saloon. No, I go saloon. Lockout Atotoka in yon. Atotoka say, in a 5 town and I in get na lunge. And all the documents then they with him. But the person, when I in casino, where he make they look after the land. In knock for 2, now he sell. Sell them for 30 million. So the person will sell, lost in life, he die. But he left 2F. The 2F then go now for go claim the land. Even though the land, it then you don't get the land. You go to the chief and then charge him. Is that 530,000, sir? And charge him 530,000 for put flag by the land. For say the land get problem. Then someone the person will get the land. That day they will then go, they ask them back for pay 600,000 for someone. For me, they move. The case go court for the land. But when you get your documents then first, they measure the land, then they tell and say, I ain't get the land. But because the cousin we been sell the land don't pass away, him be get for give the guy 1 town. But he be get for take 1 back. Because him be just get 1 week for return back. So he need for let that case they done. Make him go come back serve. This is another brother. We just gain your land the issue. Before, I was a sucker for land, me. But I begin see issues them. Now make me an full thing. I don't mix again. I don't mix. And be tell say, oh, buy land, real estate, and they give money, this and that. The other day now, I be talk about a land where I be get where I say, then take, right? Now I can land say, now list, government be list that particular plot day. So somebody come to me, they tell me, say, for raise issue about this particular land. Then I say myself be get affected this. And the person say, so now then they pan shape begin. Now I say no. Now I say, well, you not get affected. Now I say, no, I did. Because that's it. Let me just buy the land. I don't chook me pillar them. Langa one. And then say, government don't give them Chinese them for Brookstone at the land. And me, all those villages them, where me they go. And they do business without the man not get involved. Now me can tell you, I just don't see. Even the aid man then self na problem. Then self na problem. How do Patoka forget in 3,500 back from Paconte? And still they try to get hold of the lawyer. And they try. Let me hear who's help. In go come with on this one. Because per content they say for gear money back. For making go fair lawyer. Okay. After me mama be done build 3 story, 13 bedrooms them and 10 bath. And get one crook where then they called out that Tombo. It take 8 town lot commot day. And the mama be left with 7 because now be 15 town. This man the thief. They use APC status for thief ordinary citizen them. He say na 10 years now and the case still pending na court. Okay. These are the things we go through. Bobo Labose, land wahala, dans salon, a tragedy. Salon. When you come out na the diaspora, it's like a course where you want to do anything. Na salon passive pan politics obendo. Passive not to politics. The motoka na CID. 30 days, it not show up yet. We still wait for a court date. Because this motoka will not the lefer. Now business the person go do. Now look the losses where them put by the person. Just like the dump truck we got a back sent to we. He end up take lawyer back. You can't own land. I tell her they actually, okay, what thing they happen to the provinces? People are not able to buy land na the provinces? I think they do. But you know, see all my one day in a city, And see, we don't do a program now, Back to your roots. My keko say by waiting they see. All land grabbing here now after the one night starts. He said they don't get problem with her because then we don't get her even before the war. Well now because squatters they not be rich they Michael. Because most of them how they talk so. Now people they will begin can small. Squatters them. Then before you know it. Some man. And then one day them be left like caretaker. We can turn the landowner. Not them. I'm not to say land rights now na salon. Na big wala. He say him brother, he lungi. Now somebody come up from the UK. So now I like this one. Somebody come up from the UK where now we go. We say we don't buy that land day. We mean to say, then sell giwi somebody in property. See them begin for fet hard for get them back. The big boy in the house say, if things say people for begin go now the provinces for go buy land today. So man go tell you say not today in commot. And people are all left free tongue. Well, some we back. Now who tell you people for common at the provinces tell them kind of free tongue. What they do say free tongue overcrowded. We just they go up the hill. We just they go up the hill, and they know how they go. Musa Tunia, now they give you this one. He saying start first, in build a mosque, now in mama in village. And inside that village there, he try say make him build a 5-bedroom self-contained house there. And they put him brother in charge. The caretaker for oversee all the projects. The one we put in charge. They pay 1 million per month. It thief 150 bags cement. 150 bags cement. We in Giam for build the house from foundation for let the watch to the wall light and block they already. He say when he discover say thief don't come inside, and he say yeah, let's close the construction first. He report him brother to the police. They lock her up for 3 days. And him brother began for payback for the 150 bag cement. The other person we in the brother, when the contractor, he say in the on the run. His name na Gaspi Senior. And then he be don pay him 10.3 million, 10,300,000 for do pillars then for him. He say act for trust people in salon. Ibrahim say, it look like say government self not get way for address this land ownership wahala na the country. Freetown is densely populated. What team make them not go back to their roots, just like you say. Franco just say he experienced this same thing Nabo 2 years ago. Nabo, until now they say for going to the provinces. Would there one from Lungi now Nabo? He say na 3 town na him been by. The surveyor, you can survey the land. Bio, he be don't survey that same land for 3 different people. So the surveyor self, yeah, I they feel first. You the surveyor, I they feel. He said, but for him, the chief be get involved, so he be able to get in land back. But money be get for go. Then be arrest the surveyor. Patrick Dominion saying go talk over and over. Land no dey again no na free tongue land no dey. Janet Matamusa they ask, what happened to search for third-party rights for land business? They say, pass if you want for live up na the mountains, then land go there for you. Bendu self one for agree say, then they do the same thing at the provinces, then they sell to multiple people. So not of return no more. For we declare them, we not able to buy land at the provinces. Law not go allow we. And so I judge thing. Crush man say even a Kenema right now as we talk and so it happen there. The land tenure system na Western area. It's not good for the citizens them. Now the provinces, now the chief na own the land them. But in the Western area, the government na they in total control. So CC Alpha the thing saying a day corruption starts by land business. So we were they talk about provinces. The one then we don't get the issue at the provinces, self the rights now see. Me let sister in land. We buying a McKinney. The chief. We sell give them. In Pekin self sell the same land. They say and then gets paper. We insist to be left give them. Okay. So they close them. So they're not able to buy land at the provinces. Because the law not permits them. Omar from Minneapolis say, he said there is no way out to open this land kuskas. He say no way out. You just pray and hope you are lucky. All right. Will they call up in the phone line? Let we hear it from we get affected and waiting we feel say the solution for be. Waiting we feel say the solution for be. Just for quick one, let's just bring us friend quickly. Let we waiting he gets for yes, us friend. Let we make a quick sir.
Okay, so thank you very much, Chipule, for giving the platform. I just want to address this issue of fraudulence. God knows scam and fraud now two different things in day, but all know. But I believe say factors in Boku would bring them things there, would it happen so. Because people can get different way for look at things. But the skill of this scam here and this particular fraud, gonna fraud we look at, he actually look at an organized system. You know, if it's an idea, it even affects provinces, national, local, and even the extent to regional. So we find out that the challenge is that always when they deal with them things there, they can very difficult for deal with. Because today all man want money. But when you look at the factors that can cause them thing there, you know, say the top one there are then hackers them. You only do fraud by hackers, you get customers, them, you get the one who can get that vendor, and the one for sell property, they can get agents. So different way than they people and they get them, man they form as agents, people and they come do like even a customer. They get the one they now what they form a way that for hack. But these are the area who don't see them two things they are now more of customer and the one way now like possible they can't do supply and the one they way now the agents. Them you find out is some of the what they do but they can get business with some of the one the way now the one they would have the institutions. So you can find out it's difficult for the one they own the perpetrators then deal with them easily. But because the organized crime group them, they can get the individual one-to-one, man one-to-one, like that boy is talking about in brother, in left and day, so on in PF. You get the one they wouldn't get that organized group like the Motukaden. So they see people and they can get semi-organized, they can get real organized and well organized one them, but then things are in the government get for look into them pattern the way the things there they come because you can get internal risk control where you will put in place in terms of how you be able for monitor what you put in place for making it work. But it's very difficult in challenging this once you're not able to identify things there because when you identify them, certain people and get that then they talk about that fraud triangle where if you make it like a triangle, you will find out different people and get one day when they look at that think say, oh, me I dey blame the system, or my brother don't left me like this, so she need do well for me. Well, me say I go sell this part of this land, and I will get me on. So they always blame the system so that he go able to forget a way for committing crime. So now that one day, just like that one way, they go say, they go survey. It create a mental state that in brain say, I get for some people for blame. They not pay me well, or I qualify, or I had up. It get an idea that they take. So that it blind itself from reality. Once the rationale don't come here, they never pull up. Now the pressure now when they get that money, they put her now. That pressure they go, and they push her now for go do the crime. When any opportunity where you see say you don't see. And when you see the opportunity, what you see, which one are the opportunity what you see? The opportunity for say they don't left another land, they like the man at the land, or the other one at the motorcar. The opportunity for say, well, I get the chain work of people who I deal with. The opportunity there because I get the system in place, I get the teamwork, they organize it, they go. So this triangle now you see, you go for no the person, the opportunity, you go for close down that opportunity, but that's not the challenge of the authority. But then get for take statistics, then get for look at the pattern, then get for look at how then they able for look at this trend for let them go able to identify them. Now a big challenge and the trend and then go make that decision there. But the difference is that now where you go see financing their back because of the one they own at the outside where they commit the crime and just the community. Then they get the one the inside by the institutions them. Well, when then two they are they meet up, now then they find out say who they affect now the one way now the victim. So at that point, they then get for looking to who side the one way at the inside part they play, especially when you come to big fraud issues. And when you talk about fraud, that the money straight away they have to go for go sell. The scamming only different now because you know now that big problem but government they get for look at it to say all anything there. When they bring the Interpol, yeah, when they put so. Now that's then they try for them to establish. But when then they give them all this work for see, when I make them things there, the practice of them things and another the problem. In other words, if you give Interpol for develop this thing here so you don't see a kind of pilot scheme. Now they think they are in the show how una go deal with them, the patterns they wanna go with. It's not easy, but una identify this kind of things. Una go able to identify who are the perpetrators and what they cause them things there because the person mind that it always the lead to this. We will not say economic problem in day, we will not say that thing but again that because of greediness, then the main thing about cooking push the person. And then factor then that greediness once it don't overcome them. You know, if you forget because now one of the pressure back where they see now one of the pressure, greediness, the lifestyle. And then you get the life, social life back where they hold you. So these are the things that you have to understand. Uda, now they organize people there. I will know the lifestyle. I believe now. So I get for address them. I get for the tackle them things there. I can get abrupt entry. But again, they bring that inside them things that want a digital business. Well, then they take from the outside world again. Then they say, they look at this pattern. Would they make them into something with an authentic one? People are even there. Well, I don't see they don't go copy them, go design the person union. Like that time when you be talking about that form when they photocopy. Other people let me get the other one no. Plus you go really create them in a way when a digital thing, it go look just like that one. They just have short moments when they pass a screenshot them. So these are the things you as somebody back where they go when the one way they learn, they get for be sensible in those. Then they get for think about family time because some of them things they allow be candid back again. Some people I know they say we wicked or this man will land, but I say some of them when then they get their family then they help them really, but you get for know how you they help them. If you go not say this person is not sustainable, where you go able to get small daily feeding from a normal income or in job, where they say they just they get no one at top up, then you want to go give them a cash. So now that trick you get for no say not to the time that one day because the money add up. The money you not say you not get. So you don't see the factor what you don't get, and that one day you go take as an opportunity, and at the same time a rationale say, oh, I not get. And then some of them again, that greediness become all what they give them because of their lifestyle, they're not able to manage back. So there are different factors there. We get for study them more. How would they go there? Reliable people then. When you know see you not did at the place for long again, you try for no. Then if when they buy land self, no, how you they buy them. But that one day now it's debatable exactly with the laws and camp, but no who that and how the pattern. They say in a land that we a place with a popular site. You get for no I deal with them. But it all comes down to how then we will go with this organized crime and try for deal with them without Interpol till then they bring so, then try tap into their phone, then they make them fine, so then we're able for the deal with them, people that we specially trained, we will able to deal with them things that are reliable, because then we're able for know them people like wherein they would know people who are religious people and would recommend them. Even though you could draw a line and say there is something against scam, fraud, and but again, you people and they will know. Well, that they know, that they need for know. People like this time, I wanna get so mad, or this time, man, this. These are the things you get for the monitor, but not just for the send, you left her. Send the left her. Send it when you did a far place where you go. When you go, you know, say you monitor, like I can do some vigilance, you know, say you go, you know that you do. Then you go see the lesson, rather than you left and too far, wherein you just the left, then you move away without attendance. But family ties, the need for people and you forget family ties, good family ties. Whether you know, say, you know, to good family tie where you left as neutral. But please, then you get for me a good family tie and friendship. There are certain friends that we going to say this I've been known. But even when you know, I get for stay check because maybe things that can change. We're in there, excuse me, I've been that triangle issue of things that they bring this. But let we pray, we get the sense, and then the people that we then did it, then therefore get something for understand how they were able to live in the society. But above it all, now the authority, how they go able for implement this thing here so that it go able for stop. Now then get the biggest projects, how they go make decision enforcement, they know the locality, the national level, the regional, up to the continent itself. Because now from there people and the tap potentials. Because that time when they not been get computer with the print that thing and they then crime then they lesson. But now the system and they go based on population, people and move and so on. But I pray for the government all the time. They will get people in there, not to party or people them we would daily who would know say a day I would do me own work, the other person will copy. And I saw things they go. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. Let God help we and help our leaders. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Welcome. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. We don't get us friend in your submission today. If you just join we, Yusuf, we want to hear you from you. I know say we don't read a lot from different people. How this thing don't affect them. Before, and say, oh, now we count family inside then kind of issue, yeah. Now immigrant here they be to you. We don't see people and we not count family safe inside. We see how it turn out for be. The man say, oh, relative, oh, friends, friend you paddy. The other time I talk and I say, integrity they of short supply na salon. So even when it come to family, when it come to friends, when it come to some man, my family go really get you back. Some man family no get him back. Some man my friend na go get him back. Some man friend no get him back. Some people them family they support them. So things that are run by their family go good. Some man family not they support. Because they think say whatever I do at the end of the day, not gonna get me go police, na me brother, na me sister, na me auntie in Pekin, na me cousin, na me family. Some man now he capitalize on the friendship. But now we all go school. So he feel to say that one day can able make you do something then at the end of the day, now you go look yourself bad if you can't go police. Because there is one thing about Sierra Leoneans. There's anybody who can go police now your enemy. Now so salon people see police. Police supposed to be people where they dig deep and find out the truth about issues. But because they are where how we don't cut set up now and policing. Now you get case so not to you get case so you the losses. Let we come with doctor. Make we waiting in on this one. Welcome on board, Dr. Isatuka Kejalo. You get the platform.
Yes, hi, good evening and good morning to many others. Thanks to you, thanks to whose friend and everybody where they listen. And we hope say, this not something we people that don't share their stories them with we probably the one them we not experience this problem yeah so it's like God make like God really thank how we let push we far away from that and push the one them we not experience and the one we don't experience so they pray say they able for be wise and God make them recover them, land them, especially where you don't spend money on something. You hope say, what, you say for and for can do something that your country, and then we they hope and pray say government try for put some measures them in place so that when people then they purchase land or when they try for do business now the country, like or they then find them very secure for no say, the land where then they put money palm, not to something when a scam, because sometimes too, you can get surrounded by so many people them we're not genuine, even though you not feel say you will begin to question every move, but like I think this now like an eye opener for everybody. As we the one for Canada we country, we want for can we build host then at the country, we want for make government come in and do their own part, we know say, to government therefore deal with all the other issues then but themselves get measures them with them we put in place for help and make sure say land them the processes them with them put in place we put them they sell land how them for go about it where they buy land within are the processes them where you for take for buy land or for acquire a land I don't know how many step process but wait I think I want to take that back because I want to take them from me own the processes them way we go through for make sure say a land way my sister buy for we two we go through multiple stages then for make sure say we divide the land for which for no say this na your own part this na my own part you go through multiple stages it can't to a stage now where it's like oh now my big sister but I insist say what I get forget my own land my own documents if forget your own documents so that what tomorrow we not go get problem because what sometimes you dey get problem with family members then believe it or not and at the end of the day you dey try for avoid issues them especially when you get picking them involved you may not be there then picking they begin get problems because why two siblings then get a property whether this now was an individual purchase or whether not a combined purchase and forget issue so you want forget legal documentations where they indicate say this now you land and then you land yes I've been going to whichever way it was but at the end of the day if una not day tomorrow una picking and not go get conflict and then an example where go on for say again like Guinea then get multiple steps them where you don't get land we for go through different processes them we now by stages you dey complete one I not even know how to call the things them the names them in French, but like I know say na process again we have been deal with so like a land where I get the I end up for the like at a level two. So like you still get one more stage where if for complete so we for no all them thing that so we person sell land to you for no say the paper where go give you get for make sure say you don't go through all the different land stages then so you get for make sure say the within the government don't put in place say if you get land for sure say bend this land na you own you don't go through the ministry of lands you don't come out they don't sign them you don't go like different stages them and then that land they now say this na you own and then the other advice is definitely if you get way for put a structure or for fence the place or for secure the place I believe say na something we all for try for do if we acquire land na Sierra Leone or na any country we feel say we want for get resident right and that residency dey important and also where they do business na a country sometimes whether na like investments where they come into you can meet up some people that way if you say you don't give them so much trust but then in many cases that not happen And the most important thing with the praise Sela, God protect we, keep we away from people them where we feel say we trust, but they're not trustworthy. Because in many cases now that time can happen, it really discourage we. We the one that we can want for Canada country for invest. And then also sometimes some people back there now they didn't sit down, but then they do well, they want for do more. And then themselves can go through similar issues then. But most of the time it is to say now the one them where they try for come within the country or we don't live overseas for so long and then can experience this more than the one that we sit on ground. Because you did in many times if we notice some stories and people then they send money to family members them or friends them, let them build hosts for them, and then most of the time then they build this house where you go now say you want for go sit down at this house, there's no house. Because all along then they take pictures them, then send them to you, to true, or then they do stuff them, to true. So if you they build house now the country, I think you best bet will be, let you go dey make that sacrifice as you dey spend money, you dey make the sacrifice for go for really let you see where the projects they go on. And even if you get for return back, you make sure say you make you do follow up. That side that sacrifice they do that ticket money they go they put them in, along with you budget for say, I dey plan do a construction, I want for I want for the part of the construction, so that too much might not go hear these stories. Because in many cases people then can say, okay, where the house done, now they go. Then we don't see so many stories, we don't see so many disappointment, with the hope still nobody not go through that, because it's really difficult, no matter what type of job they do overseas, it's very difficult for make a dollar. Now America, now Europe, now UK, any side, or Australia, any side of the world, especially we know you dey talk about winter, weather, you dey talk about sometimes even the summertime we dey work, and with the commute, sometimes people don't see all these different things. Say, people they make sacrifice, either sometimes and the people they need to sleep safe just because they want for go do overtime or they want for just do their regular shift. That money they can take pay bills now. We don't pay bills, you take care of family members them, and then now you want for do something that you can't. But in many cases, you can see so many disappointments them, and it discourage it discourage individuals them. But at the same time, Sierra Leone or where any sign of Africa, now we own country, we get for like we country, we get for like we self, with the hope say the one that we they on ground, that they embrace we, that they welcome we, because no matter how you look at, we not get nowhere else for go back now we country, So now that's all me get for say, and the pray say the Almighty Allah guide, protect we all, and also see we through all the different challenges that we can go through in life, and foresee how we go to overcome certain things and we can come up now in life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Dr. Isatuka Kejalo and also Usfriend for their contribution today. Michael Coker say, he say for fence the place, for the most part too, not always, but for the most part, that one they can help. That one they can help. Atotoka say, oh, okay, now wait first, ba. And see, doctor, they say for put structure. He say, well, for me, I'll be put structure. They say also I put the structure. Now that side, I didn't sell. I didn't cousin sell. Also, I put the structure. So the person way by now, the structure I put in broke and cannon force. Then you know, say the person be ready. Also. Tanya say, he say the best way you see. Now for do and for you safe. For you safe, do and for you safe. Go there. The money you carry, what you do. What you done, you turn back. Look how Janet, let me hear you. Waiting in get for we now. Yes, Janet Matamusa, waiting na your own contribution on this.
Well, waiting, Triple A. The one thing where they shock me, first of all, na the Ministry of Lands. I don't know how the Ministry of Lands and the surveyors them and the people that get right in the land, how they all they work together. At this time they bother me, because when you want to buy a land, the first thing we do, you dey search for third party interest. For say, within this this land where I want buy, the paper, the deed. That deed they show you who that don't own that land before it gets to the post where they sell and give you. Triple, are you there? Okay. So what they say is the deed, that document where you buy land, then they give you document, right? That document, eh? Yes. That document they list down the people where this land on travel to reach to you. So now that's make I wonder. Say for example, I own the land and I want to sell my land to you, AAA. That land they want to sell to you, you go once for go search for make sure say other than this person where they sell give me, whether there are other people that were involved. It could be siblings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it could be there is a previous owner of that land. But I think everything they happen at Freetown, then they keep record. These are the first thing we observe. So even when you go for go do the search, you realize say you're not able to uncover third party rights. You see? So this has to the problem on the force. I think to say how will they resolve this? The Ministry of Lands, they go for put some things in place for make sure say all properties, all land where you want to sell, that land there for be registered. Registered land. Where you want to go buy land, ask whether the land is registered or unregistered. If the land is unregistered, means to say you're not going to offend anybody who get them. Where name it on the Panam. If the land is registered, then if you start, I think there's always building where you go back, you go find all the information they find that for no order they don't own this land before it got to you. So now then can see so me one for the Ministry of Lands for begin put into place for encourage everybody where they sell land for register the land. So by registering the land, we know so that you this land belong to. When you want to sell this land, the deed, that document that they give you say this land belong to you, when they transfer the person who get the land, they transfer in right to that land to you. So you go know how we travel. But all of these things are not in place. Now, this, we don't go into all the story then because we don't go into that. We are talking about outside the Ministry of Lands don't fail. I think so that everybody we don't become a victim of this double dealing. We therefore go back to the Ministry of Lands and say we want to see then kind TSO be implemented. I think this is the crux of the matter.
All right. Thank you very much, Janet.